Massively proud. Couldn't be any more prouder, and especially led by this one. She was exceptional today, and the effort that they came out against a really good French team, and you're pretty stoked for the group.
It's obviously not the result that was desired coming into this campaign, but when you reflect on this tournament, how would you sum it up from a coaching perspective? There's been lots of growth in this group and over the last 3 years, and lots of stuff I could probably talk about, but obviously last week was hard because I just know these ladies and what they can do, and but just massively proud of the growth. Our leadership group, especially our on-field leadership group, and our off-field, and then just some of the young talent that's jumped out now and really inspired the next generation. I think it's been pretty cool, and to finish off on that note, it's been really good for these ladies to do our country and our family really proud. Just a comment on Renee Holmes. Obviously, we've spoken about her journey before, coming from not being selected for pack forward to now getting player of the match in the final game for the Black Ferns at this World Cup. Again, just comments on her.
She's been huge, and probably the reason why she didn't get selected last time, she just had other important things that were really inspiring, that she was doing massive things, but when she when she jumped back in, like I said before, she's world class when she's at her best, and it's cool to see her go out there and be her.
And Ruahei, just to bring you in, from a captain's point of view, just take me through the mentality of this week coming into this match. I don't think New Zealand, be that the Black Ferns or All Blacks, have ever lost 2 matches in a row at a Rugby World Cup. So was it simply just a non-negotiable, obviously not to lose this match, but talk me through that from the mindset, from the captain's perspective.
Yeah, there were a few things that we were still really grateful for throughout the week. We were grateful that we were still able to spend another week together. And we went on that plane heading home the day after we played Canada. We were really grateful that we also had an opportunity to play for this black jersey, to uphold the mana and the legacy that it demands. And on top of that, we wanted to finish the tournament strong. We wanted to finish the tournament with pride, not just for the legacy of this jersey, like I said, but also for our families who have sacrificed a lot, who have seen our sacrifices and travelled all the way over here, halfway across the world, to watch us play. And at the end of the day, what's probably really reassuring is that we still had their support and their tautoko and their aroha. And that was all the mindset, the motivation that we needed to kind of pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and finish the tournament strong.
Thanks, both.
Thank you.
Kia ora, Allan and Ruahei. Congratulations on the game today. How would you sum up this campaign at this point? Ruahei.
To be honest, I don't think there's a word at this point that I could think of that could sum up our campaign at the moment. There's probably a whole bunch of words that are running through my head. Biggest one would be discipline, especially on field. Still a little bit lost for words when I reflect on the campaign as a whole, but I know that not just for myself, but probably the rest of the girls and probably our management, as we sit and reflect on our tournament, there'll probably be a bit more thought that'll go into that. Sorry, I can't really think of anything else at this point, Kate.
Is this victory a bit bittersweet?
Pardon?
Is the victory a bit bittersweet?
Yeah, like we spoke, as players, we spoke about this isn't the final that we wanted to be in, but this was our final. And so we still were in control of so many things leading up to this game, and then throughout the game. We knew exactly how France were feeling because they were feeling exactly like us. It's not where they wanted to be, but it's where we are and it's where we were. And so we just wanted to embrace that, walk towards it. Yeah.
Allan, what do you think hasn't worked well for the Black Ferns this campaign?
We're probably going to go into all that. Don't want to go into that at the moment. But I think when it comes down to, most of it sort of sits with me. When you look over the 3 years, it's when you can look at the details on the field and all that sort of stuff. But when it comes down to it, it's like what's stuff that I could have done better. But we'll look into that later. But I'm hugely proud of this group. And the other one is to acknowledge the French. They're a cool rugby team, aren't they? And we were. The game sort of started off and then we were pretty relentless and we put some score on the board, but they never gave up, did they? And they came back and
So it was, to be able to put that out on the field, but some of the special rugby moments that these ladies can play, that's what really fills my cup when you see the magic and the potential in these ladies once we get our game going.
You saw that magic today.
Yeah, seen.
Awesome. Much has been said around the difference going into this competition for New Zealand as opposed to other countries with game time. What impact do you think that has had on this campaign?
Oh, sorry, can you repeat that?
The game time question, do you think that has had an impact for the Black Ferns in this campaign going into it?
Oh, we've been really well supported by New Zealand Rugby this year. We've had everything we needed.
And what needs to change for the Black Ferns to return to that number one ranking?
Yeah, I could probably talk for a little bit here, but at the moment we just want to enjoy today, get around each other, and just the most important thing is the relationships and the connections that we've made through these times. And we had a couple of the old Black Ferns back last year, and they go to every World Cup, and they're best of mates, and some of the relationships that have been formed through this group's been massive lifelong relationships. And the other one is just all the effort that our management and our coaches have put in. There's been a huge amount of work and sacrifice, so just a massive thank you to everyone that's been a part of this campaign. And
just lastly, Ruahei, you guys set a goal this week to go out there and make yourselves proud and make your country proud. How does it feel at this point that you've achieved that goal?
It feels better than last week, Kate.
Kia ora, you two. Alice, nice to see you.
Nice to meet you, Alice.
I think the first one for me is, we've talked obviously importance of this last game, but Lou, asking you specifically, the importance of this last game for an absolute legend that we all got to clap for when she came off. Can you tell me a little bit about being on the field today with Portia?
Yeah. Shit, you've put me on the spot, Alice. It's hard to put into words, isn't it? What Portia has done, not just for our game globally, but for our game at home. A lot of the girls, a lot of our whys are to inspire the next generation of up-and-coming Black Ferns. Portia is the only player in our team who has inspired her teammates, to pursue the black jersey. There are girls playing in our team that looked up to Portia and now play alongside Portia. I think the term GOAT is thrown around a lot now. And there's a lot to unpack when you really kind of discuss what is a GOAT. I think Portia's on-field stats speak to that, but what a lot of people won't know is the person that Portia is, the humility that she has. No matter where she goes, she always stays true to who she is and where she comes from. As a teammate, and you'll understand this, that's what I know for all my teammates will say, that's what makes P a GOAT, is regardless of the accolades that she achieves, she's the greatest teammate of all time. Because she's always P, no matter what. Even today, we go into the changing room and our manager's saying 3 minutes till captains, and she's going 2 minutes. I go, no, Portia, you've heard it wrong again. That's just P. She's authentic, she's herself, and she's approachable. And for myself as a Māori, she is such a massive role model, not just for our young Māori girls at home, young Māori boys at home, but our wahine, our tāne back at home, no matter where you are, no matter who you are, where you come from, with tautoko of her whānau and hard work, you can be whatever you want to be, yeah.
I don't need to prep you on that, bro. That was me.
She's cool.
I think the last thing I just want to ask you is, obviously, again, for you, Lou, you've been in this game a long time. Sorry. But being here, coming out, this is the warm-up match, really, before the main final, to see 50,000 through the gate for your match. Can you just talk to me about these crowds, these scenes, the scale of this tournament and what that's felt like for you?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know if you heard this yesterday, Bunsen, we were in the captain's run, but we did say to the girls, half of us had been here before last year and half of the team hadn't played here. And we said, stadium sold out tomorrow, girls, but we reckon no one will be here for our game. Then next minute we were late to the to the stadium late to the warm-up because there were so many fans, not just supporting our team, but supporting women's rugby, that our bus couldn't pull up in time, so we were running behind time. None of us anticipated that, none of us expected that, and that's not true, not just for this game, but for this whole tournament. The support that has been so visible for women's sport in this country is honestly world leading, in my opinion. You know, it sets a massive standard for what we can do better back at home, what the rest of the world can do better. It's been such, as you've seen and as you've felt, just an amazing tournament. I haven't seen anything like it. And even the girls in our team who have been to other Pinnacle events have said the same thing. So what does that say? Yeah, real big credit to World Rugby and England Rugby for the support, the numbers, the energy that they've built throughout this tournament. It's been so exciting as a player, turning up and not being able to hear each other talk and think.
Adam from Rugby Pass. A word about Laura Bayfield. She had a red card earlier in the tournament. She played a blinder today. Can you explain what that means to the group and to Laura as an up-and-coming international?
Oh, she's been outstanding, isn't she? She stormed onto the scene and only been with us for this year, and the last couple of O-Pickies been outstanding, and just really diligent, fast learner, absolute athlete, amazing human being, and yeah, definitely the future of the Black Ferns, and very impressive out there.
And finally, who wins the final and why?
What a game! At the moment, you've got the two best teams out there. Usually there's a real heavy favourite, and there isn't today. That's a World Cup final. So yeah, can we hurry up with this so we can get out there and watch it?
Who do you want to win?
I just think it's great for women's rugby, isn't it? What a spectacle! Two amazing teams that are going really well. Would absolutely love to be out there too, because I thought we could have done really well in a moment like that. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's just great for women's rugby.
Just for Te Karere, if possible, when you had that tautoko for Portia, would it be possible to kōrero Māori, please, with your answer about Portia's amazing abilities?
Yeah. He hautipu a pi roto i tēnei, I roto i te awhusiparo, tuatu I tērā, e hara noa ia I te kai tākaro au taia, he tangata humārie ia, e mohu ana ia, koa ia, nohea ia, e hare ana ia kihea, māku me oku hoa, kai tākaro o tira, a mātou kai ako anō hoki, he maringa tino nui mā mātou, ki te mohu iaia, ki te tākaro tahi I tōna taha.